All right, today's the day that we've been waiting for since we won the draft lottery. The Spurs are finally going to get to see Victor Wembanyama in some action in Las Vegas. This as the Silver and Black come off a very successful two-game Summer League stretch in Sacramento. We got to see several standout performances, including Julian Champagnie and last year's second pick in the first round, Malachi Branham, as well as Blake Wesley, who was the Spurs' third pick in the first round last year. The young guys beat the Hornets and then the Lakers. Now it's time for Victor Wembanyama to become part of the experience in Vegas. And he already had a taste of the attention he's going to get. Tonight's game is a sellout, nearly 19,000 for a Summer League game. Yesterday he talked about the sellout and his approach to his first game as a Spur.
It's a really good thing to, I think, for me, I think I'm a good person, so I think I can influence people in a good way, and if I can give even just 40 minutes of fun to 17,000 people tomorrow, I'll do it. And as long as I can do good to people, I'll do it.
One thing's for sure, all eyes will be on Wemby as soon as he touches the rock. Here's tonight's matchup. Spurs take on the Hornets, and tip-off is set for 8 tonight in Las Vegas. And we do have an update this noon. No charges will be filed following a brief investigation into the alleged altercation involving pop star Britney Spears and Victor Wembanyama's security team. That's according to Las Vegas police. Spears said she was hit by a security guard as she tried to approach Wembanyama near a restaurant in a casino complex on Wednesday night. She filed a police report alleging battery. Wembanyama said someone tried to grab at him. It was later learned that that person was Britney Spears. Las Vegas Metro Police Department confirms its investigation is over and no charges will be filed against the person involved.
So a lot of eyes are going to be on this game tonight.
Yeah, and now he can focus on the game
Yes.
now that this Britney drama, all that altercation stuff is kind of hopefully quieted down.
Right? More to come. A breakthrough treatment for Alzheimer's now has FDA approval, giving many hope. However, doctors warn the drug is not a cure and it may not work for everyone.
And we're taking a peek in at SA Live in Market Square. We've heard they've been having fun playing pranks on each other. They learned some tips from the ultimate prankster, Johnny Knoxville. Can't wait to see what happens next.
A massive fire aboard a cargo ship in Newark, New Jersey killed 2 firefighters. Officials giving an update on the blaze this morning. Crews are still battling the fire. ABC's Rena Roy reports it's been burning more than 36 hours.
New drone video shows flames engulfing this cargo ship at one of America's busiest ports Wednesday. The massive fire claiming the lives of 2 New Jersey firefighters.
The Newark firefighters will be etched in the city's history, public safety's history, and the fire department's history forever. Lost but not forgotten.
The fire broke out on the 10th deck of the ship in Newark just before 9:30 p.m. as crews were loading cars for export. Flames spreading fast. This was the first Mayday call.
Mayday, Chief. Got a firefighter that's on the floor where they went in. He needs air.
And this was the second.
Firefighter Brooklyn, firefighter Alcohol. If you can hear this, activate your panic alarm button. This is headquarters.
45-year-old Augusto Akabu and 49-year-old Wayne Brooks Jr. becoming trapped. They were recovered but later died at the hospital.
I keep having the images of 2 firefighters being lowered down from a pulley. No words to describe the courage I saw.
And now growing questions with sources telling ABC the city's 2.5-inch hose lines are incompatible with the Italian ship's 1-inch connections. And officials say Newark firefighters never trained to fight a fire aboard a ship without passengers.
The tragedy of our collective loss speaks to, in no small degree, speaks to the complexity and the dangers associated with battling a shipboard fire.
No word yet on what exactly caused the fire. It could take days before it's finally put out. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
All right, taking a look at live cam. The clouds are still there. We know there's some small chances. How long do we have until things start to heat up again? Can we enjoy the rest of Friday? What's going on?
Yeah, you got like one day. Yeah, the rest of today should be okay.
Make it worth it.
sunshine. We may still get into the 90s this afternoon. You saw the sun starting to shine through, but today won't be so bad. It's over the weekend that things really start to heat up. Maybe this weekend you're heading down to the coast to cool down. 92 on Saturday, 93 Sunday. Some pretty good weather down there in Port A and Rockport. Water temperatures are still pretty warm, around 85 degrees or so. Looks good. Not a lot of rain chances down there. The rain is all beginning to move away. Here's a quick check of the radar. And I did just get a report out of Kerrville saying they're still seeing some light rain there. Maybe a little bit of drizzle still holding on there in the hill country. But a lot of this cloud cover is starting to break up. And yeah, I do think we'll see more sun as we head into the afternoon. Pollen count is in. Molds are low. They're at 420. Want to pass that along. We haven't seen a whole lot of issues with the pollen count. That's good. 90 at 3 o'clock, 91 at 4 p.m., 92 our high temperature, 20% chance of rain, and look for rain chances to fall off as we head into this evening with south-southeasterly winds anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Guys.
Thanks for that, Justin. For the first time ever, the FDA has granted full approval to a drug proven to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. The move is seen as a major breakthrough in the fight against the devastating condition. It affects millions and is marked by memory loss, cognitive decline, and behavioral changes. The drug called Leqembi is administered through IV infusion once every 2 weeks. It targets a specific protein that forms plaques in the brains of Alzheimer's patients, but the drug does carry some risks. About 13% of patients receiving the drug in its trials had brain swelling, and 17% had brain bleeding, compared with 9% in the placebo group. And while experts agree the drug is a major turning point, they also warn the drug is not a cure and was only tried in people with early Alzheimer's disease.
People who are moderate or severe, we would not know whether this drug was efficacious, and we would not even know whether it was safe.
Leqembi has been available under accelerated FDA approval since January. Yesterday's full traditional FDA approval means the drug is now available for coverage by Medicare.
U.S. employers added jobs last month, but growth missed expectations. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the U.S. added 209,000 jobs in June. That's lower than May's strong showing and about 16,000 less than economists were predicting. This is the lowest monthly gain since December 2020. As for the unemployment rate, it dropped 0.1% to 3.6%.
And Meta's newest social media offering, Threads, is getting popular, and it's getting popular fast. It surpassed 50 million signups in its first 24 hours, making it the latest challenger to Twitter. ABC's Ariel Reshef reports Elon Musk sent a cease and desist letter to Meta as the battle between the social media companies heats up.
With the clash of the social media titans, now a possible legal battle looming. Twitter threatening to sue Meta over its new splashy app Threads, already dubbed by some industry insiders as the Twitter killer. In a cease and desist letter obtained by ABC News, Twitter accusing Meta of misappropriating Twitter's trade secrets and claiming Meta knowingly hired former Twitter employees who retained proprietary information. The letter even calling Threads a copycat. Outspoken Twitter owner Elon Musk, who had been uncharacteristically quiet since Threads' debut, tweeting Thursday, "Competition is fine, cheating is not." A spokesperson for Meta swinging back, posting, "No one on the Threads engineering team is a former Twitter employee. That's just not a thing." And Meta co-founder Mark Zuckerberg claiming more than 30 million signed up for Threads just hours after it launched, threatening to pluck Twitter's 330 million active users.
The app just feels more personal because it's using all of your personal information that they've collected on Facebook and Instagram and other apps.
The new interface has some similar elements to the Twitterverse, offering a repost button that looks just like the retweet function. But in contrast to Musk's controversial decision to limit the number of tweets users can read in a day, Threads has no boundaries on how many posts users can see.
That was ABC's Ariel Reshef reporting. It's unclear whether the legal wrangling will lead to actual litigation.
A budding musician gets a shock while strumming a guitar. How Hawk ended up inside her apartment.
And a local church is asking for donations to help families in need get supplies they need for the next year. What items they need and how families can sign up to receive the help before August. A young woman recently got a shock of a lifetime while she was peacefully strumming her guitar. It was a hawk. You can see it right there in the background. Sneak up on her and her dog.
CNN's Jeannie Mose has a closer look at the chaotic moment that turned into a viral video.
Watch this video like a hawk, because the hawk on the railing is going to sneak up behind Nikki Kundanmal. Kiss me. She may be contemplating giving up guitar, but the hawk is contemplating dropping in for a snack. Kiss me. Nikki may be blissfully unaware, but her feisty little dog Cushy started going nuts.
Kush, hey. Hey, no barking.
To warn her about the hawk.
Cushy, quiet.
Nikki notes she yells out for her roommate who moved out months ago as her energy drink spills onto her laptop, but the energy in the room only intensifies. The hawk screeching, the bowl flying, and then silence reigned. The bird flew the coop. Commenters called this little TikTok video a cinematic masterpiece. Okay, maybe it wasn't Hitchcock's The Birds, but it left viewers in suspense. Did your laptop survive? Nikki declined to do an interview, telling CNN, "I've been very overwhelmed, but everything is good here." After all, the hawk didn't get tangled in Nikki's hair like this woodpecker did.
Why is that thing on your head?
Brittany Bronson's brother had to untangle its feet, and the hawk didn't mimic this parrot.
One just landed on the umpire.
But it sure made a hero out of little Cushy, who got off his tushy to defend Mom. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
The bird's just, trying to ruffle some feathers. The best part was the no barking. And the dog was like, "I'm trying to warn you."
Trying to save your life.
What would we do without dogs, man?
We love them.
Yes. Best. That's awesome. Today's high so far is 82. Now, this number is going to jump up quite a bit because, as you just saw there with live cam, the sun is starting to pop out. The average is 94. I think we actually stayed below average. Yesterday was below average. Today, we may stay below average. Not the case, though, going forward. We're going to see some of these type numbers coming up next week. We'll look at that 7-day forecast for you coming up.
Welcome back. I'm loving the 80 degrees, so if you want to go outside and have some lunch right now, could be a good time for that.
Justin said it best. Enjoy Friday while you can, because triple digits are on their way. And we've been talking about the clouds all afternoon. They've dominated the noon show, but the sun's starting to peek through.
Yeah, we love the clouds this time of year. They're a good thing. They're beginning to break up. We don't have a lot of rain on radar. I don't anticipate a lot of rain today. So it's generally going to be pretty quiet. And yes, things really start to heat up. So before we talk about the heat, let's talk about the tropics. Interesting yesterday. We have these hurricane forecasts that are put out. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of them, but it gets the general idea across that things are kind of changing a little bit. So Colorado State, which puts out their forecast at the beginning of the hurricane season, and then they put out a second one. Well, I put it out yesterday. They've actually upped the amount of storms they believe will happen this year to 18. 9 hurricanes and 4 major hurricanes. Kind of a big step up. And the reason they think that it's going to be more active than they originally thought is because of those warm Atlantic waters. So this is above average. And as we look out over the Atlantic, well, there's nothing there now. We had a couple of tropical storms, if you remember, last month. But it's pretty quiet now, and we don't expect anything to develop here over the next several days. Now, it's a different story in the Pacific, where we've got a 90% chance of development here and about a 60% chance of development with a broad area of low pressure here. These are going to move away from Mexico and won't cause any trouble. So that's good news. The Pacific staying pretty active. The Atlantic, not so much right now, but as you saw with the forecast, it could become more active as we head into next month. That's when we start to see things kind of ramp up typically in our hurricane season. As we go here to South Texas, you can see we've got a lot of cloud cover. That's what you've been watching most of the morning, but we're starting to see that break up some. Still going to see some clouds into the afternoon, but it won't be overcast, which was helping us with temperatures, and now temperatures are starting to warm up. Bigger picture yet, we've got some good showers and storms out in the Gulf of Mexico, a few storms out around Houston, and then some activity across North Texas. But in general, as high pressure is starting to work in from the west, you're going to see the rain across Texas start to go away. And it will be a much drier forecast. Here's a look at our computer model. It does show partly cloudy skies this afternoon and maybe a shower. But I think rain chances really are pretty low today. And as we get into tomorrow, we're just going to take them out of the forecast. The KSAT 12-hour forecast, 90 degrees at 3 o'clock. By 4 p.m., we're at 91. We'll keep in a 20% chance. 92 at 5 p.m., 91 at 6 p.m. And look for temperatures in the 80s tonight. Mostly clear at 10 p.m. and 85 degrees. As we go outside for you one more time, I'd call it mostly cloudy. We're starting to see some of that blue sky, some patches of blue sky show through. 81 at Stinson, 82 Kelly. Over at Randolph, we're at 81. And we've got south-southeasterly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Still in the 70s in Kerrville and Bandera. That's where the clouds have stayed rather thick. And we did get some reports of some drizzle up there around Kerrville. So that'll really keep temperatures down today. Probably 80s for you up there. But the rest of us likely going to see some 90s, at least low 90s. We're thinking 92 here in town. 98 Saturday, 100 Sunday, mostly sunny. And then next week, as high pressure shifts in, we're going to be talking about triple digits likely each and every day. And heat indices will be up there around 105 in some cases. So it's going to feel a lot more like July. We'll get through it. We got to get to, maybe September. And then we'll be talking about cooler temperatures and rain chances coming back. But this is the summer that we all know and love here across South Texas, guys.
Why do you have to say September?
Sorry. Maybe August. You never know.
Make it sound like it's tomorrow, Justin.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
With the new school year approaching, it's almost time to start shopping for school supplies. One Westside Church is asking the community to pitch in and donate for over 3,000 families in need. How you can help, coming up.
Welcome back. A Westside Church says it's given away thousands of free school supplies over the past 17 years.
And now it's continuing that tradition with its annual Hope for the Westside Back to School Bash. It's happening on August 12th from noon to 4 p.m. at Rosedale Park. But before that can happen, Last Chance Ministries is asking the community for backpacks, shoes, and classroom supplies donations.
You can bring a backpack to the church, or you can volunteer your time as well. So there's a lot of opportunities how the community can come together and be a blessing to our city. So maybe somebody can't go, but they can actually call and say, hey, listen, I can sponsor.
Sponsorships start at $25. Pastor Jimmy Robles is also asking any local barbers who can donate their time to do free haircuts for the event, or any other vendors who are willing to participate, to reach out. For those who would like to sign up to receive school supply donations, make sure to register now on the church's website. You can find that link on KSAT12.com.
And here's a look at some of the activities going on at public libraries around the city. Today from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Thousand Oaks Branch Library, children 6 to 12 years old can practice reading aloud to a therapy dog. And at 4 p.m. at the Mission Branch Library, the karaoke club is getting together. Kids can come sing their favorite songs, but they must be accompanied by an adult. For a look at all the events scheduled for today at different public libraries around the city, just head to the KSAT Kids section of KSAT.com.
The San Antonio Zoo brought back their Kids Wild Night Out event. It's a chance for parents to have a night out while kids have fun at the zoo. From 6 to 10 p.m., parents can drop off their kids at the zoo while they enjoy an evening out. It's $60 per child for children 3 to 12 years old, and little ones must be potty trained. The zoo offers a pizza dinner, guided zoo tours, live music, and up-close animal encounters. This event will be held on certain Saturdays from now through September.
All right, now going over to SA Live. We were talking about it earlier when we gave you all that live look at what they were doing. Not really sure what was going on, but it looked like a lot of fun and lots of activities.
Yes, well, we love pulling pranks on this show, and in just a second, we're going to talk about a new show that will help people prank anyone, really. Okay, but first, we're going to tell you about a deal of the day where kids can eat free every Sunday, and we also chat with who you see right there, Patrick Wilson, the actor, about his brand new horror movie as part of the Insidious franchise. And we also chat with the ultimate prankster, Johnny Knoxville, in his new show, The Prank Panel. And Jen is out at the Superhero Comic-Con and Car Show. Jen, have you spotted any celebrities yet?
Wow, we have a lot of celebrities on the show today. Yes, we're going to chat with one too, but look who I found. Some puppies, celebrities, collectibles, also charity. So we're going to tell you which celebrity is giving back to a local Rescue God's dogs. How many dogs will be here?
We all have different litters all weekend for photo ops.
All right, we'll tell you who we're chatting with. You got to stick around to find out. Fiona, back to you.
All right, now I've got Stephen Chalmers, owner of Frederick's Burgers here, and you pride yourself in making the best traditional style burger, and it all starts before the sizzle on the grill, right?
That's right. We season our grill first to keep it hot, to get that seasoning all on your grill. Some people, think that the grill does all the work, but you got to season it first.
All right, all that and more when SA Live continues in just a few minutes.